Good morning, afternoon, evening, I suppose, where you are in the world. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. Welcome to Marquette, Michigan. It's like the northern part of Michigan. And we're going to be sticking the entire flight in Michigan because we're going from the northern part of Michigan all the way to like the southeast end of Michigan. It's about a 300 nautical mile flight. It is a pilot side chapter 2 flight with SkyWest, and we will be taking this beautiful Ejet 170 from Flightsimstudio out. Just because P2, our good friend P2, has talked about it recently. Well, talked about it in the stream yesterday, and you know that gets me excited to fly a plane. Just the words talking about it, right? And the Ejet, it needs some love. It does need some love. They're still working on some things, but it is a functional plane. Now, I did 2 flights with it last night. All went tremendously well. I even had a runway change, and guess what? It went extremely well with that too. So I'm very, very proud. Now, of course, showcasing on stream is going to be a whole different thing because it's probably all going to fall apart as it does. But either way, we're going to have some fun in this Ejet and take it out on the spin. Let's see. Will, welcome on in. We have Steven, welcome in, and Vector Trans, welcome on in as well. Ejet Kit or Embraer, it is. When is the new one coming? Hopefully soon. Trademark the word soon. Hopefully soon. Good morning, Steven. And Vector, hello. Okay, let's go ahead and get going with this flight. It is about an hour or so cruise. We're using New Sky as we do. I did add the Ejet 170 in there, so for those who do fly the Ejet, it is available in there. I'm going to go ahead and get Beyondatc updated as well. This flight, I'm not going to use Atmos. I'm going to go ahead and just go base sim. Just the base sim on this flight. Okay, so Beyondatc should be updated there. Okay, so what you're going to do here on this Ejet, you're going to go ahead and connect the GPU. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you are using the Ejet in Flight Sim 2024, because it is compatible with it, you do need to set up for the identification of the aircraft. So when you select your livery, there's a tab that says identification. You have to click on that, or I think it says registration first. You have to click on that, and then at the bottom it says identification. You have to put in your flight number. So for example, this is SkyWest, so this is SKW flight 4295. You have to put that in there because that's how it pulls the flight briefing or SimBrief information. So let's go ahead and import the flight plan. Click this button here. We're going to click that button there. Going to go to departure. We're expecting runway 19 out of Marquette this morning. Current conditions are currently dry. We're going to go ahead and bring in the weather, calculate this, and installate it. Cool. And then we're going to hold off here. The trim's going to be 3.9. Next step, we're going to go up here to the top. I'm going to go ahead and go to GPU, and then battery 1, battery 2 are all on. We're going to go ahead and arm the passenger, arm it, and then we're going to go stereo, no smoking, seatbelt sign. Let's get that APU firing up next. That's looking grand. Get some lights rock and rolling here as well, and that's it. For now, we're going to hold off there. We're going to go swing on down to the bottom here. I'm going to go to route. Now, here's where things get a little bit complicated sometimes. Oh, it actually pulled it in. It normally doesn't pull in the flight information here for me. It did today. That's cool. Normally I have to input this. Sometimes you have to put this in twice. So example is yesterday I put in, for example, K-SAW. It didn't like it. I had to do it again. Or sometimes it does it in the wrong side. So keep an eye out on that stuff. We're going to Detroit, and that's going to be up here at the top. So KDTW, pop that in there. Let's see if it does it. It did it. Cool. We're going to hit send. Now this is going to send the information on over. And then we're going to go ahead and click on this button here. I click on this. You don't have to, I guess, but I do it anyways. It's just my good luck. And then apply it. And this should, knock on wood, bring in our flight plan. Let's see. One quick question. What traffic settings are you using for Beyondatc? Been leaning towards Beyondatc lately and leaving SI behind for now. So I did upgrade it, or not upgrade it. I did increase the traffic. It's at 5 now. So let's see if this works. Oh, I don't have a button for that. What the hell? Let me see, where's my buttons? Buttons, buttons, buttons. Okay, so here's what I'm using for Beyondatc. See if you can see it up there in the top left corner. We have parked traffic at 5, departures at 3, arrivals at 3, and en route density at 3. All those 3, the only one that's at 5 is parked density. Parked density. Okay, that's gone. So now that we have this all set in there, we can go to departure, runway. We're expecting 19, and then we'll hit apply. And then we're going to go to arrival. We're expecting runway 21 left, and it's going to be a star via the lay SK, or was it lay KS? Lay KS. So we're going to find that lay KS2 via the LFSA transition. Click that button there. And then we're just going to do a quick verification here. We're going to go to this briefing panel. We're going to fetch the flight and make sure everything's fine here. So we have that one there. We're going direct to Lay's K, and then look, everything looks just fine. After that point, it's all going to be our flight plan. And perfect, that's the interception there. So we're going via, this is the star, and then these are all the waypoints going into the star. So that's perfect. Uh-oh, okay, there we go. Okay, next step we're going to do is we're going to go back over here to the EFB and click the little send guy. This is going to send all of the EFB, or not EFB, the McDo information here. It's going to set all this up, all the FMC. It's going to set it all up for us in terms of performance and the fuel, all that jazz. Let's see, what else we got? I made it. Mustard, welcome on in. Everyone's, well, hopefully everyone's doing great. This morning's been great for me so far. It's early. It's early, but great. Welcome in. Great morning. Yes, very good morning. The origin has populated for me lately. Was thinking they got it working with the last update, but not sure with what you said about not working yesterday. Georgian has populated for me lately. Was thinking they got it working with the last update, but not sure. I'm lost, Mustard. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, not on the FMS in the Ejet. Ah, got you. Okay, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, the origin sometimes doesn't pop up. But, again, I don't know why it's working today. So, it is what it is. Let's go to performance. And then we're going to click on this button here. We're just going to verify if we're missing anything. We're missing the cruise winds. So click on the briefing panel. Go to weather 23951. 23951. Pop that in there. Cool. Go to next. That's looking good. We have our takeoff performance information next. Where's it at? Bam, right there. Okay, so all should be grand. We can go to flight plan. We'll see our flight plan in here. Now you can see it does not have speeds. It does not have altitudes. That's all on you to control, but you can set it up so that it does follow the climb. So it should be just fine. Keyword is there in there is should. Okay, once we have that done, I'd like to go over here to the map and go to airports and uncheck that guy. That just clears up the map a little bit. And then our trim was going to be 3.9. Cool. Let's go ahead and get ATC. So we're going to go to ground. Marquette ground. Hello from SkyWest 4295. We are ready for IFR clearance to Detroit. As a beta tester for the Ejet, I'm just done with Ejet till they use Navigraph waypoints and figure out their FMS. Uh-oh. Are you testing the new VRAM? Or VRAM? The new VNav? 4506, 5,000 on departure. All right, all looking grand. Runway 19 is what we're expecting. 5,000. Yes, are you using the latest? Are you part of the beta team? Using the VNav? I've heard good things. I've heard good things, but you know, hearing good things and seeing good things is two different things, of course. All right, yaw damper is damping. Yeah, a lot of Sydney stars will land you on the ground, sadly. I love the planes. Oh boy, that's not good. Marquette ground, Skywest 4295 is ready for a pushback and engine start. Okay, so we're looking good, right? APU is fired up. Go to ground, disconnect the GPU.
Pushback approved, face north, Skywest 4295.
And they're telling us to face the north. We are the north. So we're gonna go ahead and swing over to the left a little bit. P2, welcome on in. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you're doing great this morning. Swinging on over here to the right just a little bit. And then request a pushback. And I love... Oh, hit the button, man. Hit the button. I love the Ejet because it's so simple. All you have to do is turn on the electric pump. Go on down here and start engine number 1. Or sorry, number 2. That's it. It's going to start doing this thing. Let's get the clock clocking. Clock's a clocking. Oh, man, I tell you what, it's so fun going in and flying some of these planes again. Like, I was just doing the 306 yesterday, and that's so much fun as well. Just jumping in there and having a grand time, right? Just having a grand time. Now, I like to set this for manual speed, because the E-Jet kind of goofy right now. So I like to do manual speed. I'm going to go ahead and do 210 on departure here. There's a lot of things you still got to kind of play with to make sure it all works out. You know, but again, this is just like the little review I did not too long ago. Well, I guess it's been a while now. Which is understand what the plane is. If you understand what the plane is, the limitations, you're not going to be frustrated with the plane. Well, not as much. Alright, engine number 2 is looking good. Sometimes you'll see it rev all the way up to 100% and come back down. Looks like today it's going to cooperate just fine. Yep, cool. Let's go down here and do engine number 1. Engine number 1's coming on board. We've got the sun peeking out. Yeah. Let's listen to some of the sounds from engine number 1. The sounds are really good in here in this plane. These are all default sounds. I think I have the sounds really low. Bad example. Okay, let's get taxi clearance, shall we? Marquette ground, Skywest 4295, ready to taxi to the active. The other cool thing is that like all my little buttons and switches from my Honeycomb Alpha work with this plane. It's just a plus. Alright, flaps coming down.
Taxi via Alpha Bravo, Skywest
Alpha Bravo. Let's see. Let's see. Flight FX seems to have trouble with the citation navigraph as well, waiting for them to figure that out. Interesting. I do too. I can't wait for the full release. I think they realized fully in the latest notes to betas that they're integrating navigraph for waypoints. Oh, interesting. Irishman, welcome on in. It's a beautiful plane. It sure is. Yeah, we got the Ejet today, Matthew. I love regional flying. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. I absolutely love regional flying. Get those emotes in for Irishman, for Will, for P2, the legends of the channel here. Longtime subscribers and great friends to have here in the flight sim world. They're also amazing support in Discord. If you don't know, and if you'd like to join the Discord, if someone would like to put in exclamation point Discord, and then you can get that link if you're not already part of the community. But we like to share all kinds of stuff. P2 is a great chef in the kitchen. Does some amazing stuff. Irishman's working hard on New Sky, which we're using today. Irishman, I did add the Ejet 170 to New Sky, so I'm probably in trouble for that. Tanking our money. You know what I was saying yesterday? How I don't like flying out of these small airports. Well, I think I changed my mind. I'm actually having a blast flying out of these small little regional airports again. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. And then, like, look at the trees, man. This, fall just kicked in. It's kind of like real life. Like, it's not as yeah, not as orange and yellow as I see outside my window, but I'm also not in Detroit. Okay, let's go over here to radio. Let's get the Terra's tearing. All right, we got takeoff okay. And we're ready to go pretty much. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great week, everyone. It's gonna be a great week. So we're gonna stream today, we're gonna stream tomorrow, and then that might be it for the week. That might be it for the week. I might try to get one in on Thursday or Friday, but we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see it. The next week's going to be pretty rough. My work schedule is a bit different, so next week will be limited with streaming, extremely limited with streaming. But then it's vacation week. As Irishman and myself hang out and do plenty of streams, or plenty of flying here on the channel. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a fun time. And then rumor has it that the 727 Super is close to being released. And I guess apparently I might have free access to it since I was a beta tester or a content creator for the 727 freighter. So I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I was gonna buy it. I want to try it. I'm excited about it. So that could be released as early as tomorrow, maybe. Maybe sometime this week, if I don't know. We'll see. But we'll give it a shot whenever it comes out. Well, if the pricing is right, I guess. Marquette Tower, SkyWest 4295, holding short 19, ready to go. Landing lights are on.
SkyWest 4295, Marquette Sawyer Regional Tower, wind 19er 5 at
Alright, flight directors.
200, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 200.
Fly heading 200, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 4295.
Alright. Turn it. It's turned. Alright, gonna swing over to the left here on departure. And we're looking grand there. Auto throttle is auto throttling. Bring up the power. Toga. Let's go fly. Got no crosswinds, a headwind at 6 knots. I do have to adjust my sensitivity on this plane still. I keep forgetting about that. It's a little oversensitive.
We're
rotating. Gently. Yeah, it's a little aggressive.
Positive rating.
Gear going up. Fantastic. Wait until about 400 feet above, then we'll go ahead and throw in heading mode. There's heading mode. And then we can click on this button over here. And that should hopefully give us an indication. Flight director, not come on. There we go. Alright, first notch of flaps are coming up. Heading 200.
SkyWest 4295, contact Minneapolis Center 119.1, see you.
Center on 119.1, SkyWest 4295.
Alright, full flaps up. I'm going to go ahead and put in 350 for the altitude.
4295, good day 2800.
Give it some nose down here.
4295, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 350.
350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, SkyWest 4295.
Where's my heading being weird? Heading, please.
SkyWest 4295, turn left, heading 145.
Oops, that's why.
Further clearance at about 490.
Because I overshot it. Alright, 145.
145, SkyWest 4295.
I was like, why is my heading just way off? Oh, I'm going way too high. Take it easy, take it easy. Alright, 145 on the heading. Alright, let's go AP on. We can look on the outside because this is cool. Oh, geez, that's cool looking too. Oh man, look at this. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. That's beautiful. Man, this sim, I'll tell you what. There's so many wow moments you have with the sim. So many wow moments. If it's not like an add-on doing it, it's the base sim itself doing it. This is just gorgeous looking. Freaking incredible. All right, 8,000 feet. Let's zoom out this map a little bit. And we're almost at 9,000. I'll check the chat here in just a second. Just want to make sure I don't have any failures with APL. I need to get a 99% on my score. I'm at 98. I want that 99. One big reason is because I want to join FedEx. Hopefully on Wednesday, I think is my next opportunity I can apply. Although we'll see, I might change my mind. All right, landing lights are off. Let's bring up that speed. Let's go up to 270. All right, the plane's going to go ahead now because we're in the FLCH mode. It's going to increase their speed to 270, and then once we get to 270, it's going to start bringing that pitch up so that we can continue climbing to flight level 350. It's going to try to maintain 270 as we climb up there. So it's almost like vertical, but it's not vertical navigation. But it does a pretty decent job. And then whenever we get direct to our next waypoint, we can click on nav, and then that should automatically connect over there. Okay, so what do we got going on here? These dang CEOs buying E-jets for themselves to fly while us pilots slosh for class. Where's the traffic? There's no traffic because it's a small regional airport. Beyond ATC doesn't always have traffic with these small little regional airports. As we get into Detroit, though, it will definitely pick up. We'll definitely pick up. But this is like real life, you know, there's not a whole lot of planes flying in this area. We'll hear some chatter in Minneapolis, or we're on Minneapolis Center, so we might hear some chatter down the road, but we're also in the middle of freaking nowhere. Middle of nowhere, let's go to charts real quick. Oh, I don't, this one doesn't have a, I thought this had a map. I guess not. Alright, never mind. I was going to show you the map, but yeah, we're in the middle of freaking nowhere. Let's see. I love the regionals, but once a year I take the E195 from, what is that? That's Burlington, right? 3 stops, takes about 12 to 14 hours. Oh, nice. The official day of fall starts today, so things may start to show up a bit more. Oh, awesome. Yeah, today is the first day of fall. I saw that on the map. Yeah. So it's interesting, because I do wonder how, Sobo does it. I wonder if, because we saw it slowly rolling out, right? We saw fall slowly rolling out. So I do wonder how they track that. I'd be interested to know, like, do they do it a few weeks before the first day of fall, so that when the first day of fall comes, we're seeing a lot more of the color change? And of course, it's also based on the location as well. Birmingham. What I say, Burlington? Yeah, Birmingham. Thank you. I'll definitely buy this plane once they complete it. Yeah, I agree. We had a bad thunderstorm last night in Toronto. Flights had to be diverted to Ottawa. Really? So funny story about Ottawa. So those who might know, I work for FedEx, and we were researching recently because this customer had been shipping a box from the Chicago area to Ottawa. And he got it back, and he got it back a couple times now. One, because of customs, and two, the second most recent, they say that the location doesn't exist. So, you know, we did our research and we found that it does exist. And it's interesting because Google Maps shows it in a complete, you know how Google Maps will pin it on the map? It shows it in a completely different spot than where it actually physically is. And so the question is the driver seeing the same thing? You know, we don't use Google Maps at FedEx, we use a different system. But is our system also showing like a little ding in the wrong spot? So they're going there, and then the person's like, no one lives here. We'll expect the Lakins to runway 21 left, SkyWest 4295. Thank you. So anyways, we did some research, and we went to the Ottawa airport, and, you know, not physically, but, you know, Google mapping it. And it's crazy because you can tour the entire freaking airport. You can go in the back of the airport where they have all the FedEx vehicles and they're loading. You can see all the cargo containers for the planes. It's wild how much Google Maps has for that airport. It is crazy. Like, there's like no security. Canada's like, Everyone's nice here. We're not concerned about it. It's pretty wild. I miss living in Europe, where seasons exist. Oh, man. I hope to move to Copenhagen someday in my... Oh, really?
Turn right, heading 160,
Copenhagen would be really cool.
SkyWest 4295.
FYI, I'm getting ready to change the area of scheduled flights on New Sky. Ooh, are you really? You're gonna move it from the Boston area? Gonna go elsewhere? Where are we going? Where are we going, Irishman? It's weekly, is it? Oh, is it weekly? How have the runways been with Beyondatc? So far, so good. I've been very impressed. I've had a couple runway changes, but I think everything's made sense. I don't think I've had any runways that didn't make sense that I can remember. Yeah, I think everything's been really, really good with Beyondatc recently. This update might have been the best update I've had with Beyondatc in a very long time. Now, to be fair, I did a test flight the other day. It was my, my test flight, Minneapolis to Fargo flight, and once I got like 5,000 feet in the air, it told me that I was ready for that I was cleared for descent via the FAR transition. But I still had 100 and whatever miles to go. Like, I was still climbing. I was down on the initial climb, so that was off. And
Roger, we'll head direct
I
left
can click on
second,
nav
resume
now.
Navigation SkyWest 4295.
Now it should get us on our
Thanks.
navigation waypoint. There we go, looking good. Yeah, so that's that, and they fixed it, and then they broke it, and then they fixed it, and then they broke it. Most recently, when they added in the what's it called? The oh shoot, what's that word? I can't think of the word. What it's called now? When they added in the whole AI thing to it, that's what broke it. And then they fixed it, and it's broken again now. So they still got to do some work with that. It's still like I forgot to report it, so I lost the stuff, but it happens. But I had a really interesting flight into Dallas yesterday. It was really wild because it's a transition that even Navigraph says doesn't exist or doesn't make sense for that runway. But it does. It does technically. And like the vectors were perfect. They vectored me right off the star at the perfect time to intercept the localizer. It was almost flawless. It was so cool to see Beyondatc do that. It was really wild. What I wanted to do, and I forgot, it was to go check to see what real life happens in that situation. But I forgot to look at flight aware or flight radar. That's the word I'm hearing from the inside. Okay, every 2 weeks. Interesting. Is the postal? Yeah, the postal is correct. Everyone used to be nice here. Things are changing. That's no good. Southeast to my area. Currently doing my PPL at Ottawa Airport. Really? That's awesome, Alex. Euro schedules only. Oh, okay. So you're not changing the Boston one yet? Copenhagen is 1.5 hours from my house. If I move to Copenhagen, we will hang out, Will, for a beer. Let's see. Mega Challenger, welcome on in. How is the Ejet? I like it, but I also understand what the limitations are with the plane. And so I was saying that earlier, you do really need to understand what the limitations are with the plane. And if you accept that, you'll have a good time. Now, if you're using like VATSIM or something like that, I'd recommend maybe not using the Ejet because, it's a little flaky with some things. But, for something like, AIATC, it's fine because it doesn't really matter. You can kill out of AIATC, or you can, or you can just say the heck with it and just do your own thing. So that part doesn't really matter all that much. Ooh. The Mandalorian and Grogu trailer has released. I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so I'll check it out here after the stream. I don't want to get any Disney copyrights. I know they would do it. I definitely know they would do it. Let's see. My basic traffic voices aren't working anymore. Yeah, Irishman, so there's a known issue. There's a known issue in their Discord. And that is, if your premium characters run out, which, you know, a lot of people don't have premium characters, but if they run out, then it doesn't seem to work with the local voices. So I don't know. I know they're working on it. So we just have to wait for an update to come out for those who don't have premium characters. But I use premium characters for my controller voices, and then local for the traffic.
Contact Minneapolis Center 134.6, SkyWest 4295. Take care.
All right, we are at top of climb 350.
4295. Flight level
We're expecting arrival at the top of the hour. And runway 21, so we're going to do a slight turn to the right. And then we're getting close already to being on our star transition, so we should get descent instructions from Beyondatc momentarily. Once we hit 350, I'll increase the speed a bit. Let's go Mach. Let's see if we do Mach 0.75. I don't know if we can reach that or not, but we should be able to. We have plenty of fuel. Yeah, that should be no problem. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Have to buy it first. Going tomorrow. What am I? Oh, the beer? It is good, but not completely yet. Hoping by the end of the year we should have, hopefully be done. Oh, yeah. You should try the FSS P2012 and the Fly Cape Air. Yeah, I've always thought about trying the 2012. It looks like a fun plane. It really does. It's just that, like, when I look at the inside, it looks similar to other planes, and I'm like, well, I don't know. What I like about some of the airliners is that they look so different from each other. The Ejet's so much different looking than the CRJ. CRJ different than the Max, and then the Max is different than the Airbus 320, and 320 is different than the 306, 306 different than the 777, etc. Where, like, the 2012 looks very similar to, like, the Kodiak, or like the Citation or something like that, you know, like they look so similar. I know they handle differently and they can perform differently, but I for me it's like it's the cockpit itself I think matters a lot, because that's what I'm staring at the most, right? Plus I really like this cockpit. Embraer did a really good job. It's like basic, but it's, I don't know, it's got like a retro look to it. It's kind of weird. Not just local, but basic. Premium on my controller. Oh, you do have premium on your controller, but it's still not working? Fascinating. I don't know if I read about that. I don't think I remember reading about that issue. The only thing I can think of is maybe uninstalling Beyondatc and then reinstalling it. Maybe. That might help. 21 left is our expected arrival. Alright, I'm going to check the radios right now. So 11.5. 11.5. Okay. And then we're going to go into landing. Runway heading is 216. Temperature in Detroit is 19, really. And then the wind in Detroit is 200 at 3. All right, we got that all set up in there. Beautiful. And then the minimums we do up here at the top. We have the minimums right here, and that is going to be 8:30. All right, 8:30 in the box, and we're ready for our descent. Descending via the Lays 2. Lakins to 6,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the box. And then for the descent, we kind of just got to figure things out on our own because we don't have VNav. So you can do the old math trick to figure things out, or I just start off at 2,000 feet per minute and just kind of eyeball it. Oops, one pass. There you go. I just kind of eyeball it. And so I'll use the charts to give me reference to see if I'm too high or too low, but that's kind of what I do. It works out most of the time. I just want to study level a TBM 930 PC12NG. So Flightsimstudio is working on the PC12NG. I'm guessing sometime next year will be the release of that. I was really excited for the PC12, and then it came out, and I didn't really fly it. I didn't really fly it all that much. Maybe 10, 15 times. It's no different than the, what's that? The Cessna Courier. The free one in the sim now. I was really excited to hear that was coming to Flight Sim 2024, because I've seen it before at air shows and whatnot, and then I just didn't really fly it all that much. I don't know. My, like, GA interests have really dropped off drastically. Like, drastically. I used to love GA stuff, but I don't know what happened. Just kind of dropped off. They are getting low, and I'm not out of premium characters yet. Okay, they're getting low, but they're still available. Interesting. Yeah, I know, like I said, people have reported issues with it. But all I can think of is like uninstalling and reinstalling it to see if that can perhaps fix it. Let me see if I can see anything in there. Let's see, beyond ATC. There's just so much chatter in Beyond ATC, it's hard to find. You know, you can search for stuff, but if I put it in like local, it's probably not going to be right. Reason he was getting cloud rather than local was 0 premium characters. Fix understood. Good points. Dutch voice. Good point. The Dutch voices would only be for basic voices servers, locals. How does the local voices work? No local voices. Let's see. Did I fly beyond ATC? Disabled both locally, disabled both locally, and no change. Do I need to network settings? Oh yeah, people also said this is something you can look at, Irishman, is making sure that Beyond ATC is allowed through your firewall. So if you don't have one, you know, like a virus, whatever, the Windows firewall, if you make sure you just add that in there. I forgot about that. Yeah, it could be a firewall issue too. So if you just allow it through your antivirus software, if you're just using the Windows one like I do, which you should, people are reporting that as a bug. Because you now have to run it as a you have to run it as an admin now. So that could be it. Yeah, so try that, Irishman. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen without giving security details. Yeah, looks like it was fine. All right, so here's the Windows virus protection, dude. If you go over here to the firewall, you can allow an app through firewall, and then you just locate the app. So I have Beyond ATC is both for public and for private. And then you can click on change settings and allow, or change settings and then click on the check marks, depending on what network you're on. But you can have both of them. You see how like some of these apps, American Truck Sim is for both of them. You can just do it for both. But yeah, so it's in your control panel. Windows security, firewall, allow an app through firewall, and then just allow beyond ATC. And if you don't see beyond ATC here, click on change settings, and then click on allow another app, and then you'll find it, the executable file, and it will pop up on there, and you can check both of them. Or if you're using a private server or a network, click private. If you're using public, click that. You can do both though, doesn't really matter. If you're on a local network, it's no problem. But that might hopefully help with that issue. I don't mind flying GA. I don't mind GA flying, but I don't care for old school. I'm a millennial. Give me my glass cockpits. I get it. That's why I love the Kodiak. I absolutely love the Kodiak. So we should be getting top of descent pretty quick here. 153 nautical miles out. SWS hasn't given an update on the PC-12NG in a while. Haven't they? Wasn't there just an update for the PC-12? Like, let me see. I thought I just saw one. Let's see, announcements, development updates. Yeah, next, hold on. As for the PC-12NG this week, we will fix some inaccuracies in the cockpit, and you can expect the first 24 preview in October. Yeah, so we'll get a preview pretty quick here, P2. Yeah, this is from their Discord. I thought I saw more NG stuff in their Discord not too long ago. You didn't like the local voices? I'm a boomer, but no old crap for me too. Glass cockpits and modern planes, please. I'm a boomer, but no old crap for me. I like that. Oh, that's fantastic. I might just buy the Kodiak at some point. So many good reviews. Wow. Okay, not buying the Kodiak now. LL. I'm not part of their Discord. Oh. That Kodiak is so much fun. Oh my gosh, that Kodiak. I have so many hours in the Kodiak. So many. And they're coming out with the 900 or is it the 100? Which one's out now? I can't remember. But they come out with a new one at some point too. They're one of the very good developers out there because they do a lot of updates to their products. Here's the thing. I remember when the PC-12 came out and there were so many bad conversations happening about them because they made the plane, they made it feel very similar to the real life plane, and which made it very difficult to land in the sim, because in real life you're going to feel the momentum in your body. In the sim it's very difficult to replicate that, but they kept some of the same tendencies that the real life plane has in the sim version as well, but it made it it made it feel like you were on ice every time you were landing. Very, very difficult. And they were doing this because a lot of feedback from real life pilots, right? And there was one in particular that even came into my stream one day and was criticizing me. But anyways, they rectified it. All right, we're gonna go to vertical speed. I'm gonna drop down at, I'm gonna do 1,800 feet to start off with. But after like a month or so, they kept on making some updates to it, and eventually got it to fly really, really nicely. And even to this day, like the last time I flew it was a few months back, but it flew really nicely, really, really nice. It's a really good plane. But all of SWS planes are like that. The Kodiak, the PC-12, the Airvan. I've not flown the vans, but I've heard really good things. They're very simple, basic planes. You know, they're like what they call, they're not experimentals, but what I don't remember what they're called. But they're really good looking planes as well. Like all their planes are top notch. They're one of the very few really awesome developers. They also have really cool scenery out there as well. I remember I got one for free. I think from them. I don't remember how I got it free, but I got one for free, and they had some all kind. Or was I was a beta tester? Yeah, that's what it was. I was a beta tester for one of their sceneries. I'm not sure how I got part of that. I don't remember signing any NDAs for that either. I don't remember if it was part of the, like, they wanted beta testers in their Discord, so they just sent out. I think they just sent it out to everyone. I can't remember, but anyways, and there was like major GPU issues with it. You know, over usage of the CPU, I should say. But they got that all fixed in the beta testing, and then eventually sold it as a product. But really, they're one of their very good companies out there. All their products are just top notch. Kodiak is lovely. I fly it in PN. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, it's freaking awesome. I flew it a crap load. I did my around the world tour twice, and I did like around Europe. I did around New Zealand, South America, United States. Like I have hundreds of hours in that plane. I probably have 1,000 hours in that plane. If I had to guess, I would say at least 1,000 hours in the Kodiak. So I absolutely love it. Now I haven't flown it very much in the past 2 years or so. Oh man, I had that plane nailed down, man. And then of course I'm watching Missionary Bush Pilot flying it in Papua New Guinea and having a blast, trying to replicate some of the landings. Orbex has a bunch of airports in Papua New Guinea now. They got like 3 packs or so available. And they look really good. If I was flying in Papua New Guinea a lot now, I would totally get it. My problem with the PC-12 was the old system. They don't have the VNav, and I kept eyeballing for ILS and would fail on me and bring me too high. Oh, really? Just too much work. I don't remember having those issues with the VNav. But it's been a long time since I really consistently flown that plane. You know, I'll pop in it every couple months or so. I really should just get back into some GA flying. I will definitely do it when the new Kodiak comes out. That's for sure. I love that Kodiak. I had thought about doing another round the world tour, so I can say I did one in Flight Sim 2024. But there's just so many airliner stuff I just love doing. I love some of these airliners. I love all the airliners, at least the ones I have. Just not enough time. Not enough time in life. I don't know how I did it before, because I was working more hours before and still was able to do it. I'm working less hours now, less responsibility in life, and I have less time to do it, it seems like. None of that makes any sense. But I also did my around the world tour in like 6 months or something. So I would do like, a 100 nautical mile flight. It's kind of like, that was a max. Every stop was like about 100 nautical miles. And I was using NeoFly to help me with the airports. And then NeoFly crashed on me towards the end of my around the world tour. That sucked.
Contact Cleveland Center 127.7, SkyWest 4295.
Okay, so Wiley, you want to be at
Cleveland Center, SkyWest
24,000.
4295. Descending
Where
to
is that?
flight level 268.
That's right here. Want to be above 24. Yeah, so we're looking good. At 280 knots. We're going a little fast, so we're going to reduce the speed a little bit. 280. That should be good. Fantastic. One thing I really need to do is I need to get back, and I bought this damn Moza steering wheel, and I haven't really used it much in the past week. I need to get back into some racing. I went from not really flying a lot to playing Borderlands 4, to then all of a sudden getting right back into flight simming. Just, it came right back. I love flight sim. Clearly I love flight sim. I think I just did too much streaming. Too much content creating. All right, passing 24. The next restriction we have is 23 to 21. So we should be fine. That's it. Yep. Yepper. Yepper. That's right there. It's 8 nautical miles out. So yeah, we should be right within it. So yeah, we're looking really, really good at 1,800 feet. Looking really, really good at that. So I've been contemplating. I'm not going to tell you what I've been contemplating, but I've been contemplating something the last 24 hours. And I haven't sold myself 100% on it. But I think it would make a few people on the stream interested. Again, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil anything in case it does happen. But I'm contemplating it. And then all will be revealed if it ever happens. I also did get reached out by, what's the guy's name? The Airbus overhead panel. And he's interested in sending me a review copy. So I haven't decided if I'm going to take him up on it or not yet. To give it a shot and see what it's like. I feel like I'm not the right person for it. But I need to do some reviewing about it, you know, do some more research on it to see if I really want to do it or not. I still have to build my C-3PO this winter. He's still in the box. I didn't buy the C-3PO. I bought the Grogu Lego one. It was back around my birthday, so it was back around May when I bought that. That's in the box. I still have a couple in the box. I haven't really followed up with some of the Lego stuff. I'm interested in. There's an X-Files. It's a Lego Ideas. There's an X-Files one that's going to come out at some point. I'm definitely buying that. I'm a big X-Files fan. So I'm really, really excited about getting that. That'll be probably my next set I buy. But I had to like completely stop buying because I have absolutely no room. I have zero room. I recently bought a new display, like a shelf, to pop those on, kind of move things around, and that's it. I'm done. I have no room for anything else. Zero room. If it's the WinWing Flex, then get it. I don't think it's the Wing Flex. I don't think it's the Wing Flex one. Scully fan, that is it. Scully's awesome. I'm Mulder. I'm definitely more on the Mulder side. Oh man, I love X-Files. It's funny because I used to be terrified of it when I was younger. When I was a young lad, I was terrified of X-Files. The music would scare me. The theme about it was scary. It's just the whole thing was just scariness, right? And then I have a friend who is a big X-Files nerd, and we were hanging out a lot, and he had me watch an episode. And this was like when I was in my early 20s, and mid-20s, and yeah, that got me sucked in. I ended up borrowing all of his DVDs, and I binged it over the course of a couple weeks, and had a blast. And even to this day, like I'll pop it on whatever streaming network it is, or find my DVD or Blu-ray, whatever the hell I have, and watch it that way. Alright, how are we looking for altitude between flight level 200 and 16? Yes, just past that. Perfect. Next one, 12 and 11. Looking good. Got no room as well, and my cat is destructive. Thankfully, our cats are not. I do have the Batmobile. I have the 1988 Batmobile, and
SkyWest
the
4295, descending via
right,
216,200
the right wing
feet.
fell off a couple times. That's because of the cat. So it's on there, but it's not exactly how it's supposed to be. I haven't taken the time to actually fix it. I also had a display of the Yoda, the what's it called, the Dagobah Yoda set. I had that, or have that, and it fell off the wall. A million pieces on the floor. And I think I'm missing some pieces because I took it all apart, completely apart now. But I was trying to put the pieces back together to what I had, you know, what was still established. But I was finding it very difficult. So I still have it just sitting in the corner. At some point I need to take the time to put that together. But I took it all apart and just going to rebuild it again. I just got to actually do it. I spot the special Lego glue, like hairspray. Oh, really? Yeah, I know some people do the glue. I don't do the glue. I don't know what I'm gonna do when we move next. I'm gonna make about a billion trips to move this stuff. This so it doesn't break apart. Especially like the BD-8. I have the BD-8, and he's so wobbly as it is. And then I also have Optimus Prime, and he's wobbly. When we moved last, I didn't have not even close to as many as I have now. But all of them had some sort of pieces that came off during the move, and I thought I did a good job. You know, wrapped them up in some light bubble wrap, wrapped them up in what's it called? Some sheets, you know, to protect it. I mean, it still didn't work. Still did not work. All right, we're at 12,000 almost. How's our altitude looking? 12 to 11 at our next waypoint at Gray. And that's going to be perfect. Yeah, and damn good guess here. Oh, we got to put in gear to standard pressure. Altimeter is 29996. There we go. That's in the box. And then we should get some vectors here for the arrival. Almost at 10,000. New speed of 260, and the next one's 210. So as you see, so far, so good with this plane. No major issues at all. All's been pretty good. Oops, way too much. All right, 10,000. Landing lights are coming on. And we have next restriction at 6,000. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back that VS just a little bit. So let's go up. Let's try 14, see how we sit.
SkyWest 4295, contact Detroit approach 125.15.
Sat, we want to be at 9,000.
Contact Detroit approach.
4,000 nautical miles out, or 4 nautical miles out. So it should be fine.
Detroit approach. SkyWest 4295. Good day. 10,100 with information.
Let's bring
Delta.
speed back to 250 because we're under 10,000.
SkyWest 4295, Detroit approach, altimeter 29906, expect the visual approach, runway 21 left.
All right, expecting the visual. I haven't really heard any traffic, huh?
Expect the
Is it broken
visual
for me
approach,
too?
runway 21 left. SkyWest 4295.
Maybe the local voices are broken for me too. I'm going to change it to basic voices. I haven't heard any traffic.
Delta 2968, leave TBRD heading 020, expect radar vectors for.
Leave TBRD heading.
All right, yeah. I think local voices are broken for me too.
Delta 2968.
I switched over to basic and now we're getting voices.
Delta
Yeah, just like that.
2968, contact Metro Tower 118.4.
That's just a coincidence.
Contact tower.
All right, next waypoint is
2968.
Michigan at 6,000 feet, so we're looking really, really good here. And then speed restrictions of 210. So I'm gonna go ahead and reduce our speed down to 210. And then it's Huron, I guess. Where's Huron at? here, we should get vectors going forward. Now, keep in mind this Ejet will like to break apart from its waypoint, so keep a tight eye on your heading as you come on in, because somewhere around this point is where it's going to go all crazy, so you'll go to heading mode. But for now, we're going to maintain what it's doing. Actually, I'm actually going to go to heading mode now. And then at Michigan, we're going to go ahead and go to heading 118. Because that's what's showing up on our... Oh, shoot, I did too early. Well, oh well, that's fine. I forgot I had it in there. Alright, we're slightly off course, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully that doesn't screw up beyond ATC, but it's off by just a couple nautical miles. I'm going to correct it over to the right just a little bit. I should have kept it at the heading it was and then changed it over. So beyond ATC might be broken now, because now I'm slightly off course. I think it'll be alright still. Alright, landing runway 21 left. We're going to exit to the right. Oh, hold on. We're going to exit to the left. No, right. Yeah, right. To the right.
SkyWest 4295, leave Haran heading 180, expect radar vectors.
Alright, Haran 180.
Leave Heron heading 180. Expect radar vectors for SkyWest 4295.
Alright, here's Haran. I said here and whatever.
SkyWest 4295.
So 180.
Metro Tower 118.4.
So it didn't lose us.
Contact Tower 118.4.
So no local
SkyWest
voices
4295.
for the time being. Yeah, for some reason it just stopped working.
Metro Tower, SkyWest
I had it working just fine
4295.
the other day when we did the stream. So I don't know why.
95 Metro Tower, wind 190 at 9er, runway 21 left, cleared to land.
Oh, we got clear to land already?
Runway 21 left, cleared to land.
Alright, let's
SkyWest
go ahead and arm the
4295.
approach then, I guess. Localizer won't be coming up just yet, but I got the approach mode armed. And we should intercept the approach here shortly. Let's go ahead and set in 4,000 for the altitude. That's a weird thing. We got clear to land. We haven't even intercepted localizer yet. It's like go over the tower and then get the hell away from me. Leave me alone. Alright, we're just going to maintain our current course. Localizer should catch up shortly. We're a little bit high, or a little bit low as it is, so I'm not going to worry about any altitude changes currently. Wing flex overhead panel is around the corner, guys. Yeah, that's what P2 was just saying, right? I think that's what P2 was talking about. Does the wipers? Let me see if the wipers work in this plane. Where are the wipers at? Oh, they do. Look at that. And the rain's gone. I lost him. Where are the wipers? There we go. Alright, looking good with the altitude still. We're still slightly low. So let's go ahead and go. We're going to wait just a few more seconds here. I'm going to turn us over to the right here short. Well, not yet, actually. I wonder why we don't have an ILS indication here. That's weird. Yeah, there's one flaw, I guess. We should have. Well, I have the ILS set in here, so I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Yeah, there's a bug. Why is my FPS so crappy all of a sudden? Alright, let's start going to V-speed and reduce our altitude. Slowly but surely as we come on in. Going to buy it for Christmas. Santa skipped it. Is skipping my roof for years. So I decided my wife, she needs a new Fitbit. So I'm gonna buy her a Fitbit for her birthday present in November. And I gotta figure out Christmas though. I'm not sure what we're doing for Christmas this year. Alright, so we're slightly high on this approach. Nothing terrible. Descend us a little bit more. Localizer's been captured. So we should be swinging on over, capturing that in momentarily. Course, let's go to course here. Then we're going to switch it over to head. Did it automatically do it? Yeah, it looks like it automatically did it, so perfect. Looking good. I'm going to go ahead and drop our VS just a little bit more. We're a little high. Alright, what we're looking at, geez. Okay. Geez, really low. Holy crap. 130. So I'm going to do 140 on speed. I think 128 is really, really slow. Really, really slow. God, my FPS just... What the hell? I'm going to reset frame gen. Man, it wasn't that.
Exit right at Whiskey 2, Delta 2968.
Huh, I don't know why it's so crappy. Oh, I see what's going on. My issue with auto FPS is that I have it set where it's capped at 150, but I have to have expert mode enabled for it to do that. No Alt 4. Alright, there, it's much better now. We're high on this approach.
Delta 2968, monitor ground 119.25.
Why can't I do vertical speed?
Ground 119.25, Delta 2968.
What the hell? Alright, autopilot disengaged. Alright, well, we're seeing all the flaws happen today with this plane. I couldn't disable... Let's bring that speed back down. 140. I couldn't disengage, or I couldn't engage vertical speed. So now we're high on this approach. Alright, gear coming down momentarily. Definitely high. I can't see crap. This is dangerous, I tell you. Alright, gear coming down. This is scary. Rumpelstiltskin, welcome in. Perfect timing to see me struggle here. We're still high on the approach. I can't see the runways, or the runway. And we're awfully high still. Flaps are looking good though. Speed stable. Alright, much more stabilized, but we're way off course. Way off course. Holy crap. What the hell's going on here? I lost the runway. There it is. Runway's in sight. Well, we got way off course. We're making this happen because... Look how much we're off course. Wow, that was weird. Something went real haywire there. So, I don't know what happened. The localizer got goofed up. I'm about to watch the replay. Localizer got goofed up. We were high on the approach, but it like had us way off course.
Juliet, Sky West 4295.
I don't understand.
Skywest 4295, contact ground 119.25, see you.
Ground 119.25,
That was wild.
Sky West 4295.
All right.
Have a good one.
Well, we made it at least, right? I think we successfully made it. I made the right runway. This reminds me of that CRJ flight we did not too long ago. Oh, the FPS really sucks here. I'm gonna turn off Beyond ATC. I don't know if that's what's causing it or what. Yeah, it was Beyond ATC. Jeez. Like, grinded me to a halt with FPS. Holy crap. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Let's see. Are you using FrameGen and 40 series card? Have dropped FPS myself. Yeah, 50 series card. And FrameGen, yeah, but that was Beyond ATC. I don't think it likes the 5 FPS, or sorry, the 5 traffic setting. Because once we loaded in Detroit here, and of course this is Any Builds Detroit, so it's a little heavier. No DLSS in airliners with 5. Oh, what the hell is that? What is going on? What was that all about? There's a bump right there and the plane just went crazy. Oh my gosh. This is going so well. It was going fantastic. And then it wasn't. Oh my god. Alright, let's go with the wipers on. I can't see anything. Oh, great. I'm sure you'll grease it. What do you mean by 5? Traffic. I had the ground traffic at 5, like the park traffic. I have it set at 5. I'm gonna lower that back down to 4. I was trying to test it out, but clearly my system doesn't like 5. Alright, we're gonna park here. Holy crap. I wonder what the hell happened with the localizer. That was crazy. Was going super slow. I don't know why that bump was so aggressive. Alright, we're gonna park here. Let's go over here to the left, and we're gonna go to the GPU. Let's fire up the APU. Jeez Louise. That was something. Oh, man. Wait, you skipped the runway landing. Something wonky with the stream. The new DLS4 is quite good. Hardly any ghosting for me with the Unibuild A330. Stream was stopped. Are you in beta? No. Rumpelstiltskin says I'm in this neck of the woods. That's DTW, bud. It's always there. It's never been that aggressive of a bump for me. Let's go check that bump real quick. I've flown in this airport many of times. This is the Unibuild's DTW. But I've never had that aggressive of a bump. I know it's over the runway, or over the interstate here. Where the hell is it? I'm lost. Over here. Let's look at it real quick. Yeah, it's not... Oh, look at that. That's different. Oh yeah, that's a bigger bump than I... What the hell? I haven't had that big of a bump before. Did any builds break it? Do I have an update and they broke it? That's a pretty... Yeah, that's big. Okay. Yeah, that's different. That's a huge-ass bump. Okay, never mind. I don't know what's going on. Like, I've done this... Does it drop off here, too? Yeah, this is really bad. Another showcase of any builds. High-quality product here. I'll verify, but I'm pretty sure I have the latest version, so maybe the latest version broke it? That's really, really bad. Wow. Okay. Flightsim 98, man. All over. I'm using 8 traffic setting with 4070 with DLSS frame drain works fine, but Sim Update 4 performance is way better there. Oh, interesting. Forgot to tell you about the ghost at DTW. This was what I mean when I say I'll buy it when it's completed. Makes sense. It's an any bump. Yeah, that's really, really interesting. Let's look at the FMC real quick. It's all programmed. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it went direct from the star to DFW. Interesting. It's not programmed. It doesn't have the airport, the runway. Interesting. Okay. I set it up though, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I set the arrival. I can't now, but I'm pretty sure I set up the arrival. I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I set the ILS in there, but maybe I didn't, so maybe that is a user error. I guess I'd have to go back and check to verify. Actually, now I want to check. Let me, we can bring this up on the big old screen here. How do I get rid of this? Can I get rid of the chat? Alright. Let's go back on the stream here. This is for science. Alright, here's where I was programming it. Alright, so we fetched our data. There's our flight route information. Okay. And then we went into departure next. Come on, you slow-ass streamer. Get with the program here. Click on the button. Who watches this guy? He's such a loser. Come on, what the hell are you waiting for? Oh, I was talking about the Beyond ATC thing. Okay. Asobo and the Inabuilds are merged. Oh, do I? Maybe I will have to check that. Maybe I have the Asobo Detroit installed too. I didn't know Asobo had a Detroit. Are you sure? I don't think it does. Alright, so here I'm putting in the departure airport. Apply. Okay. And then here's our star. Arrival. Oh, I just did the star. I didn't do the ILS. This is my mistake. This is a user error. This is 100% user error, right? Yep. Star transition. Yep. I didn't do the ILS. I didn't click on the ILS. Let me go back real quick just to verify. Yep, I didn't click on the ILS. It's my mistake. It is 100% user error. It is not a problem with the Ejet. Well, it is, but it's not. Because you can't set it up after the fact, but it was my mistake. I clicked on star. I didn't even choose the runway, right? Yeah, because watch it. I'm going to go over here to departure. I'm going to put in the departure runway and apply it. And then we're going to click on arrival. And then I went directly to... Hold on. No, yeah, see, I skipped the ILS. You see the ILS up there? I didn't hit ILS. I hit star right away. I should have hit ILS, 2-1 left, and then click on star. But all it did is set up the star. All it did was set up the star. That was a user error. That was a pilot error, as typical. As typical. It was a pilot error. Interesting. I want to check to see if this... Oh, actually, hold on. We gotta close our stuff here. Alright. So up here, that's good. Let's go down here. And then let's turn off the engines. Engine. And come on, stupid freaking thing. All right, engine number 1 and 2 is turning off so we can turn off APL. Ouch. A $3.99 on New Sky. Oh my gosh, I just lost. Sorry, Irishman, just lost you $14,000. Oh man. Oh no, wait, I lost a lot more than that. Irishman, don't look at that. Oh man. Ouch. That's a penalty. That never happened. Oh man. How is a pilot's life? Hopefully I didn't get dinged too bad on that one. 100%. A 224 on landing. Perfect. We'll take it. 100%. A 224. Perfect. And nothing wrong with that landing at all. It was fantastic. I don't know what you're all talking about. You're all too critical. Oh, nothing, Irishman. It was fine. It was fine. Nothing. Everything was great. Don't worry about it. Everything was just lovely. Don't just... Yep. No one saw nothing here, folks. No one saw nothing here. It was perfect. The flight was fantastic. It was one of the best flights I've ever done. I'm very proud of myself on this flight. Everything was great. Will, you don't know nothing. Will, you'll be banned in 2 seconds. You don't know nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go check the Asobo thing real quick, though. So it's Thursday today, huh? Okay, let's go to menu real quick. I want to just verify. We're gonna do one verify here, and then we're gonna end the stream. So we're gonna go marketplace. I didn't know Asobo had a Detroit. If they do, I'll just get rid of the Inabuilds. Irishman, there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. That's fine. All right, DTW. No, see, there isn't. There's this Detroit. Inabuilds. All I have is the Inabuilds. There is no... I think you're talking about DFW. There's the DFW scenery, which I have, but there is no Detroit. Sobo, right? Yeah. There is no Detroit. I just have the Inabuilds. Detroit. So yeah. There is no... That bad, huh? It was a butter landing. Exactly. Yeah, so there is no Detroit. So I don't know what's going on. Let me just verify with the init build manager if I have the latest version of Detroit. Oh wait, is it market? No, it's community folder. It said. KDTW, Detroit. Yeah, I have the latest version, 1.05. Well, I'm just gonna remove it. The hell with it. That's crap. I'm not gonna have that piece of crap, big old dip, in my stream or my sim. That's garbage. That got worse. I think that wasn't in there before. They need to update that. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching today's exciting stream. That was an interesting landing for sure. But I do plan on streaming tomorrow. We'll do a flight or two tomorrow. I'm not quite sure about time because I might get a haircut in the morning. We'll kind of see. But we'll see how things go out from there. But everyone have a great rest of your Monday. And we'll see you tomorrow for our next stream. And I'm not quite sure what plane we'll take. We might take this plane again because I'm having a blast kind of flying it. So we'll probably take this plane again for another flight and see how things go. But anyways, thanks for coming in. We'll see you in Discord and have a great rest of the day. Take care.